In this video, we are going to discuss C# destructor. Destructor is a special method that is used to release resources and perform cleanup. Destructors are called by garbage collector when an object is no longer in use. Let's understand this with an example. Let's assume we are building some application where we have added this student class. This student class has two properties, name and age, and we have a constructor which takes parameters. This is parameterized constructor. This constructor takes name and age as parameters. In this student class, the constructor serves an essential role in the creation and initialization of objects. Look at this create students method. Here we are creating instances of student class. As this is simple console application, we are creating instances in this program class. Here, if you look at these two lines, the constructor is called when a new object of the student class is created using the new keyword. And also, it initializes the object by assigning the values to the name and age properties. In case of constructors, we have complete control over what type of controller we want to have, whether it is going to be a private constructor, static constructor, or parameterized constructor, parameterless constructor, and so on. And we have and also we can call this constructor explicitly, but that is not the case with this structure. Now I'm going to add the structure to the student class and help you understand it more. But in real-time applications, we should not explicitly add the structure in our application because this is handled by the runtime and it will be called by the garbage collector. Look at this piece of code. Here is a destructor. Name will be same as that of a class, and to specify that this is a destructor, and just for demonstration purpose, I'm printing something here. In this main method, I have added these lines here. This is a garbage collector, and by calling this collect method, we are forcing this immediate garbage collection. So only then we will be able to see when the destructor will be called. For that, we can run this application. Look at the sequence. First, program execution started, then creating student objects. Using constructors, we are creating and initializing the values. Then, after that, this garbage collector. See, calling garbage collector. Now the destructor is called for this instance, first instance, then for the second instance, then the program execution completed. This is only for demonstration purpose. We don't call garbage collector explicitly or we add any destructor explicitly. This is just to understand the concept of garbage collection and how the destructor will be used. We have to remember a few key features of destructors, and the first one is destructor cleans up resources before an object is destroyed by the garbage collector. And this is called automatically by the garbage collector before the object is destroyed. And name will be same as that of a class, and destructors cannot have parameters or access modifiers, and they cannot have a return value. In short, they are used to clean up resources and they are called by the garbage collector. That's all for today's session. This was a quick session on destructors. I hope the session was useful. Thanks for your time. See you soon in the next video. Thank you.